What's going on YouTube? It's Accept here, and today I'll be going over the 5 main tips on how you can push out of gold elo and into plat. So without further ado, let's get right into it. My first tip is that you need to stop solo queuing, as it's just a complete dice roll of whether you will get good teammates or bad teammates, as most of the people just troll and have really big egos and think they are amazing at the game, and they will peek everything and die and just throw the round away. They usually play Ashiega, Vigil, or Zofia, people like that. And I don't really know why they do it. I don't see what enjoyment they get out of it, but you will run into those people. It's inevitable. So you need to find a good 3 to 5 stack that you can play with consistently, and as long as they're good enough, you should be able to push out of gold with them. Now, for your personal improvement, tip number 2 will help you a lot, which I will talk about now, and it's crosshair placement. So when you are just walking around the map and you see an enemy, but you're looking at the floor and you don't kill them, and you go, I got unlucky. It's not actual luck, and you know that for a fact. You just know that you messed up and that you don't have good crosshair placement. So what you need to start doing is playing T-Hunt, trying to learn what head height is so you can stay at that all times. I know on console and in some of the lower ranks, most people just crouch walk around, but that's just something that you're going to have to adjust to. Maybe get comfortable with crouch height, and then you can try and flick up to head height. But I would personally say if you're trying to push up into the higher ranks, you need to learn head height, and then you can try and make quick adjustments up or down depending on where they are on the map. My main tip to improve your crosshair placement, and the main way that I personally did it, is you just have to play loads of T-Hunt. I usually play 5 T-Hunts now, before and after a good session, but I was playing around 15 T-Hunts, just putting my gun in one tap and trying to one tap all the T's. Now, this is not something that will happen overnight, so don't expect one day your crosshair placement to be not very good, and then the next it'd just be amazing. You need to work on this for months. It took me 1 to 2 months to actually get good crosshair placement, but I really think that it is something that you need to do. Now, my third tip, it's that KD does not matter. Now, all you Ashiega mains out there will be like, what do you mean? I love to show off my KD. All my friends think, wow, I'm so amazing with my 2 KD. But it really does not matter, as in ranked and in competitive play, you need to learn all the main callouts for the maps. As you can get kills, but say if it's just on a Vigil and then it leaves it down to a 4v5, that is really what's known as an impactless frag, where you kill an op, but it doesn't actually mean anything to the round because they'd have no plant denial or anything, and they were really only there to just hold up your time. So if you kill them earlier on in the round, it helps, as then you have more time to go and pressure site, but it doesn't actually mean anything, as the main people on the site are still there and you still have to try and get past them. Now, my fourth tip is that you need to learn from your mistakes. Now, everyone can download OBS, any versions of it. There's the normal one, Streamlabs and Stream Elements. You can also use Shadowplay if you have an NVIDIA graphics card. There are many softwares out there as well, like Medal, I know is one. I got an advert for it a few days ago, where you can clip your deaths and kills and all that. People mainly use it for their kills and then put it into montages, but I would really advise you to start using it for when you die. Look back on it, stop saying that you got unlucky, and you really just need to see how and why you died. And then if you're ever in that situation again, you know what to do differently this time so that you won't die. Now, my fifth tip is that you need to stop changing your settings. So many people in gold or below elo have one off day and just completely change their settings. They'll go to Shaiko, Bolo, Spoit, all of these amazing pro players, and they'll just try and copy their sensitivity, aspect ratio, and FOVs and all that. But you need to stop doing this, as when you change your settings, it's basically like starting Siege all over again from the very first day that you started playing, as it's not beneficial to your progression to just change. Now, the first time you change for the first couple of days, you will feel amazing and that you're hitting all of your shots, but this is known as the honeymoon phase when you change your sensitivity. And once that's done, you will be worse than you ever have been, and then you'll change it again and again and again, and it will just keep on happening, and you never really improve in Siege. Now, that has been the 5 tips that I have that helped me and might help you push out of gold elo in Siege. If you did find any of these tips helpful, subscribe, leave a like. If you didn't, feel free to dislike, leave a comment down below on where I can improve on these videos, and I'll see you guys next time.